And that was the first time I was so close to him, and it was just the most beautiful thing ever. Wallet full of money, zero restriction. For 5 years, we did long distance, and it was one of the best days of my life. Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing really well. Welcome back to part 3 of my story time. If you haven't watched the previous 2 parts, please go watch that and come, otherwise you wouldn't get the context of this one. So anyway, next day he comes to school with a big wide happy smile, and I was also really happy. It was all very cute. And then after going home, when we were talking over the call, he again made sure this is what I meant, or he was just imagining something. And then I told him, yes, this is what I mean. Like, I love you. I want us to be in a relationship and see where this could go. So during this time, we would only meet each other in school. We never used to meet each other outside. By this time, we both had left the tuition that we were going to. I think I had mentioned about that in the first story time, because that person was not teaching us well. So I was only going for accounts tuition, for which the sir used to come home. The only time we would get to see each other somewhere outside is if I'm going somewhere a little far away from my house, just like a little far away. I would tell him that, I'm going there, and we would just like see each other, because he would also come there and roam nearby. I would mostly be with someone, so obviously I can't go talk to him. And even if I was not with someone, I can't go talk to him, because again, it's a small town and it's very risky. Anyway, one day my mom and I, we went to a grocery store to buy some things, and of course I told him I'm going there, so he also came there, and we just had a glance of each other. After coming home, we checked the things that we bought, and apparently there was one item that was billed wrongly, or they took extra money from us or something. I don't remember exactly. So I told my mom we need to go return or exchange this, and my mom was like, I can't go now, I'm really tired, plus it's late, we'll see some other day. So I asked her if I could go and come, and my mom was a little hesitant because it was late. It was 8:15 or something, and that time we usually don't go out. It's not like we're restricted from going, but we usually never go out. But then my mom was like, okay, if you want to go, you go alone and come. And I was like, this is a great chance. So then I told Sean again that, I'm going there, but now I'm going alone, so if you want to come, you come. So then he asked me, why don't you come home? And I was also like, yeah, great idea, I could go to his house, I can have like a little bit of us time. So then I tell my mom I'm going to this grocery store, and then I go to his house. But I'm telling you, I was so scared, because at that time I have no business being in that area. So if somebody sees me, I am done for life. So basically there is a bridge, and after the bridge is my school, and we don't have any work that side. Even if it is before the bridge and someone sees me, I can tell them I was going to my aunt's house, because one of my aunt's houses there, but that side nobody stays for me to go, especially during that time. But anyway, I still went though. So this was the first time I'm going to his house. He didn't take me to his house, he took me to the terrace. Their building has ground floor and first floor, and these building have beams to hold the walls together. So because their building has only till the first floor, the beams stick out into the terrace. So in their terrace they have a lot of beams where you can sit on top. So then I was resting on the wall and standing, and he was sitting on the beam, and we were just talking. Both of us were really nervous, because this was the first time that we were alone with each other after we got into a relationship. By this time it was 8:45 or 8:50, and it was really late. So I told him I have to leave home, and he was like, can you come here? And I'm like, I'm here only, where do you want me to come? He's like, can you come closer, I want to hug you. And I'm like, no, I'm shy. I can't even imagine I was shy. And then he was like, can you please come closer, I want to hug you. And I was just nodding my head like this, and I was standing, and he was just sitting there. He didn't try to come near me or close to me. He really made sure I was comfortable or not threatened at all. So he said, please, can you come? And then I went close to him and I hugged him, and it was just the most beautiful thing ever. This was the first time I like properly hugged him. Before this, in the scooty, I hugged him from the back, but that was like not like a proper hug. This was like the proper first hug I ever had in my life. And because he's tall, usually when I hug him when he's standing, my hands go around his waist. And because that day he was sitting, he was almost near my shoulder level, I didn't put my hand across his neck, I put my hand here. So when I hugged him, because he's a little broader, right? Of course we were both tiny at that age, but for me he was still a little broader. It was just the most warmest and safest hug, because when he hugged me, I fully went inside him. Do you get what I'm saying? And it was so beautiful. And when he hugged me, he didn't hug me extremely tightly. He didn't try to squeeze me, pull me closer where I go literally like out of breath or whatever. He was being so gentle with me. I still remember the first hug. It was the most magical, beautiful hug ever. And that was the first time I was so close to him, and there was no disturbance or anything. So I like smelled him properly. Like Obviously, when you're so close to them, you get their smell, right? And trust me, till today, I remember that smell. The hug literally lasted for like 2-3 minutes, not more than that. And then I told him I need to leave. It's getting really late for me. If I get caught, that's it for me. And by the time I went home, it was 9:05 or 9:10 something. Of course, now you might think you didn't go to that store to exchange. So what are you gonna say to your mom? I was about to tell my mom, but luckily the men in the house came and they were sitting to have dinner. So my mom got really busy. And after that, she completely forgot. She never asked me, because next day I woke up, I got ready, I went to school, and it just like she forgot about it. So after this, I think after 1 or 2 months, he told me he's going to a maths tuition, and I really needed to go for maths tuition because I was really failing at maths. So then I inquired about the tuition. I told my mom and I started going to the tuition. So after I joined the tuition, Sean and I would get to see each other a little bit more. Again, we couldn't talk much there because there were 2-3 more people from our class in the same tuition. So we would keep it a little low key. The most communication that we would have is over the call. Although the tuition was really close to Sean's house, I wouldn't go to his house much because by the time the tuition gets over and I come home, it already gets too late. So if I have to go there and then go, it'll get extremely late and my family will get suspicious, or they'll get concerned about me coming back home really late. So they might ask me to stop going to the tuition. So I would never take that risk. Only once in a while, if the tuition gets cancelled, I would go to his house, spend a little bit of time, and then I would leave in such a way that I go back home on time as well. Except for when my sister comes home, because when she comes home, I wouldn't talk to him at all. Only once in a while, very, very carefully, I would call him because I needed to finish my studies and then go to Chennai for my college. So I did not want to take any chance at all. Once in a while, I would go meet him during the holidays. I would tell, I'm going to see my friend or something, and I would go see him. And then school got over. I moved to Chennai for college and he was studying in Pondi. So we were doing long distance for 3 years. I would come to my hometown twice a month. So whenever I come home, I will go see him for some time. And he would come to Chennai once a month to see me. And that one day that he comes, we would make a plan and we would go out somewhere. Like the whole day we would just spend with each other. Either we would go for a movie and then we would go to beach, or we would just roam around in the mall. But I'd be so scared every time we hang out, because what if someone sees me? So many of my relatives stay in Chennai. And then after college got over, he got a job. He moved to Chennai in October, but he fell sick during November or December and he had to quit his job and he had to go back to Virupuram, which was our hometown. And then again, it was long distance, because after my 3 years of college, I was doing interior designing. I didn't want to go home because if I go home, I know they'd get me married. During this period of time when he didn't have a job, it just so happened that one of his cousins got into a trouble with her family. Like her mom and her got into a fight with her dad and they had to move away. So they rented a house in Chennai and it was just the two of them. So Sean, usually when he comes to Chennai, he'll come in the morning, he will meet, and then evening he'll again go back. Since the time his aunt and his cousin moved to another house in Chennai, he finally had a place to stay. He would stay at his cousin's house for a day or two, and as it kept going, he started staying a little longer because they are like really tight. By this time I had moved to another hostel, because the hostel I stayed in previously, we are allowed to stay only till March or April end. After that you have to vacate the hostel, and if you want to stay further, you have to show a college degree or something. And my course was only for 1 year, but because we didn't finish our projects, we had to extend it, and I needed a place to stay and I couldn't stay in this hostel any longer. So in May I moved to another hostel, and this hostel had no curfew. We did not need permissions to go somewhere and stay or anything. It was fully chill because a lot of girls who stayed there were working girls. And now when Sean used to come to Chennai and he used to stay with his cousin, I would also go stay with him. So there was a time where I stayed with him for like 10-15 days, and by June or July my interior also got over, and then I did a professional makeup artist course. And as soon as I finished my makeup course, I started getting a lot of work, and my family did not know that my college got over. I did not tell anybody, and nobody knew I was working as well. Apart from the makeup client work that I had, the rest of the time was all free time, and Sean did not have a job. So both of us used to be so free, and we would hang out with each other so much. We would go out so much, and then I would go stay with him. And honestly, those were the best days, because even though he did not have a job, I, as usual, was getting a lot of pocket money. I was also making a lot of money, which nobody knew. My rent, my other expenses were all covered. So all the money I was making and all the pocket money that I had was for me. So I had a lot of money. So we would like hang out so much and we would spend so much money. We used to go to so many new restaurants. We would go on long drives. Like we would just not miss anything. It was one of the best days of my life, because imagine a wallet full of money with your bills already being taken care of, a lot of free time for the both of us, and zero restriction. Can you imagine? It was just the best time ever. For 5 years we did long distance. Now cut to November, he finally got a job and he finally fully moved to Chennai, and we were just so happy, because Because imagine now both of us have jobs, both of us are gonna make money. We were just like, there's no stopping us. We're gonna have the best time of our lives. And that's what you would also think, right? But that's not the case. It only lasted 1 month. In fact, less than 1 month. What happened after this, how we went into long distance again, I will tell you all in the next part. I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you all in the next video. Until then, it's bye from Ashmita.